So, do we want our churches to grow? Do we want to see conversion and church membership increase through new attendance? I believe we all do, and there is a very simple principle involved. My name's John Lewis, and I have been at over 1,500 churches asking, listening, talking, discussing, and seeing what they've done to reach people with the gospel. And I believe it is so very, very important. Jesus tells the parable of the talents in Matthew chapter 5, verse 14. And he talks about a banker or a man with money who gives money to 3 different people. 2 invest that money and make more with it, and they're rewarded for it. The 3rd doesn't invest that money, and they're kicked out. I believe that applies to us. God has given us talents, skills, abilities, spiritual gifts. He's put us where he wants us to be, and he wants a return on his investment. He wants to see his church grow. In fact, I believe we have a spiritual obligation to do that. Paul says in Acts 20:26, I declare to you today that I am innocent of the blood of any of you. Paul knew he had done everything he needed to do, everything God required of him to reach out with the gospel and be a witness. And that's what I want to hear. I want to hear for everyone who hears or pays attention to this video, well done, thy good and faithful servant. Well, we're going to start off easy because there's an easy focus. And that is simply this. The way to get new members for your church to grow through new conversion is by getting your members to reach their friends. Studies have shown that very few people attend a church just by walking in and deciding to go. There are people like that, and sometimes that's new membership through transference. A lot of people who come to a church that aren't invited are other Christians looking for a new church for whatever reason. But when it comes to unchurched and non-Christians, 90% of them who come to church are brought by a friend. The whole idea is bring your friend. Think about it. If you look at the approximate numbers of how many Christians there are in this country, and nobody knows for sure, but people have done interviews, they've done surveys. Let's take them at their word. The math works out to this. If every Christian in this country saw one friend come to know Christ this year by taking them to church or a special event, if they all saw just one person come to know Christ this year, and that trend continued, in 4 years, everybody in the country would be a Christian. Wouldn't you want that? Isn't that what you want to see? Just by each person bringing a friend. And there are ways to do that. There's effective ways to make that happen and to reduce the obstacles that are going to happen. And that's what we're going to talk about in the next couple of videos. But the whole idea is getting people to bring your friends. Because I know you care about your friends and you want them to know Christ as their Lord and Savior. So, that's what the next video is going to be on. So please, I thank you. Again, I'd like to ask you, if you would, to like and subscribe and visit my website, johnlouis.net. And we'll see you on the next video.